Well, every tattoo I had a part in actually like drawing it or creating it. Besides this one, this is the one I picked out of the book. Like, yeah, I like that one. Every other tattoo has been something that resonated at home with me, and I sat with the artist and drew it. I love to draw. I love creative expression. I would draw like all over my tests and my homework and stuff. Like I would get all the answers right and get like 15 points deducted for like sabotaging it. What's up? This is Trey Songz here at GQ to tell you about my tattoos. The first tattoo I ever got was a cross on my right arm, and it reads, "Only God Can Judge Me." I think it was Tupac inspired. Tupac had like an "Only God Can Judge Me" tattoo, and Pac was like a big influence. And I knew that if I had a cross and "Only God Can Judge Me," that my mom could only be but so mad. So I got it. I was like 16, 17. She was still mad. I don't know how many tattoos I have, because like this is one tattoo now, even though it was like 4 sittings. This is a tattoo, but it all looks the same. So to me, it's just one. If I had to say which tattoo of mine was my favorite, it would probably be the tattoo on my chest. And it's a prayer that I wrote. It reads, "To God I pray, may April showers rain on her forest and grow the strength that started with one rose." Now, Rose is my grandmother, Forest is my younger brother, and April's my mom. Praying that she has the strength to raise him to be as strong as her mother raised her to be, if that makes sense. I have myself sitting on top of the world. I got this when I was probably 18. It's me, the child version of myself. I'm sitting in diapers and I have on Tim's and I have on a hat that says Virginia on it. And I'm sitting on top of the world because I had these big dreams for myself. I always felt like I would, even as a youngin', accomplish great things and sit on top of the world one day. There's a tattoo that says April's Boy over top of that. April's Boy is actually like one of my company's names as well. There's a storm on the other side and the sun is shining at the end of the storm. So kind of means that if you can make it through the storm, the sun will shine. I have a tattoo on my wrist that I wouldn't say is my least favorite, but it's a tattoo that was in the moment. I got it with my girlfriend at the time, and I haven't covered it up yet, so I guess that means something within itself. It's actually our initials and a infinity sign, and obviously we're not together at the moment, so the infinity sign is kind of like tricky. In order to cover it up, it would have to mean something more powerful than the love that we shared at that moment. I think it was something that I felt very strongly about at the time, and until I feel more strong about something else, it'll be here. The artist I built the biggest bond with, who worked on my body, was her name's Nelly. So shout out to Nelly for doing, because the tattoo on my back is probably the most recognizable by my fans. I got that in 2008, like shortly after I cut my braids off. So shout out to Nelly. Every time I left the house, my grandma would say, even if I left for 5 minutes or I left for a couple weeks or months or whatever, she'd say, "Watch your back." And because of that, I got angels on my back. And their wings are like kind of weathered from fighting off so many storms, and you see leaves falling off, but they still there watching my back, because I believe the angels that watch over you do fight many, many storms, many, many battles that you don't see. I also have a tattoo here, but it's all initials. I was raised mostly by women. There weren't many men in my family, so it's the initials of all the women that raised me, from my grandmother to my other grandmother to all my aunts, my mom. I love that one a lot. What I would say to anybody thinking about changing their body permanently is make sure it means something of great significance to you. I know some people do it just for the art, for the creativity of it all, but I think you should study the artist. Make sure you got somebody that you know is dope, somebody that has work that you like, and be safe, because there's a lot of janky stuff going on out there. You end up with a keloid this big. Be safe.